What's going on, guys? Bo here, back with some black clover. So let's get into this. We're going to be checking out the point exchange or the relic shop. A lot of people are confused by it. It's really not that hard once you figure out how it works. But basically, you have a bunch of stuff in here. I know some of the quests ask you to get points for the exchange and stuff like that. As you can see, I already have 2. All you have to do is basically summon a lot. They already give you a ton of tickets for signing in daily. You'll earn a bunch of jewels and just use those to summon. You're just basically trying to summon as many characters as you can in order to max them out in terms of evolving them to a 6-star. You can do that with 3 stars, 4 stars. Basically every character in the game can be maxed to a 6-star. After you 6-star them, you will have sheets. The sheets are what you're going to exchange. You can't actually exchange any sheets until you max said character out. So yeah, make sure you guys start maxing out characters. Let's actually just go check out the characters real quick. Basically, all the characters in the game, you're gonna try to get them. You want it, all the characters. Doesn't matter who they are. Doesn't matter if you're gonna use them. You're gonna have to get each and every one of the characters sooner or later. Whether it's bonus stats. If you didn't know, you do get bonus stats depending upon which characters you have the most of. So currently mine's attack, does give you, I think it's 5% for each one or something like that. I don't know exactly how much it is, but you get it for each of the ones. So you're just trying to get all these characters. Most of the characters I have left are, I think, 5-star characters or event characters or stuff like that. Basically, here's the Aster. I think you start off with Aster. I think you start off with these 3. I don't know which 3 you start off with. I don't remember. Basically, I know you start off with Aster, so you can do him first. Really up to you which characters you max out. Honestly, it's more based off of what you summon, and I guess you can kind of, well, you can level up the characters without actually summoning them, but the sheets you need to get, really hard to get. I mean, they have them in the events and stuff like that. They have them from summoning itself and stuff. So there's a ton of ways to get these sheets themselves, but you're gonna want to save those for characters like that are already 5-starred, or the ones that you're gonna, like Aster, like I pulled for the Aster one. Probably use the sheets to evolve him, just because getting 80 more of this character is gonna be insanely hard unless you get lucky during your summons and stuff like that. But yeah, as you can see, it says evolve and enhance. I mean, it's up to you which characters you want to level. When I say level, it's not leveling to a 6-star, it's just leveling the actual levels, because each character can go from whatever star level they're at to a 6-star. So I don't know if I have enough sheets for her, but we'll check her since we already have. It says she can evolve. I don't know. We'll see, because I have some of the sheets. But basically, here's the level itself, which is based off of the points. Points pretty easy to get. Use the character themselves to get GP, or get the tombs. Using them themselves takes forever, so be wary of that, especially once you get up here to a 6-star. I'll show you that here in a minute. But evolving character takes sheets. We do have enough sheets. You have the phantom sheets, which are you come by them, I wouldn't say a lot. I mean, unless you're spending money to summons, there's a ton in there. The event, I think, gives you 10, but you have to farm up quite a bit to get it. So currently we have 11. I think they give them to you for signing in, not daily. on certain days. Like there's ways to get them, but they're worth keeping. At least keep these 4 characters that maybe you're gonna pull later in upcoming banners and stuff like that, so that way you can max them out. So instead of having to get the character twice, or well technically 3 times, because you pull them 1 time and then you get 40 sheets per, and then that'll get you to a 6-star. So just try to get this to 80 or however many you can get to, but don't use them on characters like this. Just try to summon for these. As you can see, we have 125, so you're going to level her. I'm currently using her, so that's helpful for me. Of course, it also takes Yule, so your gold up here, make sure you have enough when doing this as well. And then of course you have the points to go through again and stuff like that. And then when you get to a 6-star, you'll be done basically with the character, and then any sheets after that you have for her you'll be able to exchange. You need 80 of course, so watch out when you're doing this page, because make sure you look at how many you own and then how many you would use of this. Currently we don't have enough, but if I did have enough it would say okay and then back or something like that. Basically just back out so you don't use these ones. I don't think I have any that I currently have. Well, I'll have him maxed, but I don't think it lets us evolve anymore. Yeah, so it's already blocked. But yeah, for the 6-star, the amount of points you need is like 100. Without having it, it's like 135,000 GP. I don't know, something crazy. So like currently I still need 92k, and I need a ton of stuff there. So yeah, GP is going to take you a while to max out unless you farm for that specifically. But you're trying to get all these guys to 6-star. So you get the little like purple border gold. You can tell just by looking at that without even having to look at the stars. And then even like I'm actually going to be using him. Even characters like these, I'm not going to be using these, at least for now. You might use these for dungeons, relics, stuff like that, which I might make a different video on that, because some people don't know exactly how it works, because it's a little bit different from other games. But you see I have the 60 sheets. You're going to want to level him, so use the 60, get him to a 5-star. Even if you're not going to be using him, you're just trying to get all these guys to 6 stars. It is going to take gold, so make sure you have enough. You probably have to go sell. I didn't want to click on that one. I meant to go to the one right above it. So make sure you guys have some gold. I should have actually farmed up a little bit of gold to sell like 3 of those. I like keeping extra Yule or gold. I'm just gonna call it gold, just in case, because you don't know if you're gonna have to level up relics and stuff like that. So I just like having extra. But yeah, evolving characters does take that, so make sure you have enough. If you're going to be evolving a ton of these characters, I might evolve her. And then some of these characters also you will be using for events, not all of them. Currently, there's, I think, a few, like depending if you're doing the banner, like the banner characters, of course, event. But I'm guessing some of the later events, since we have a set amount of characters, are probably gonna use some of the characters you can pull. So just be trying to level up as many as you can. If you guys do already have characters maxed at 100, let's say you have this character or your entire team or most of your team maxed at 100, and you're just farming, I don't know, something random, try to use different characters just to get the GP, so you can level up the character without actually having to spend. It'll take a long time, but it's just that little bit of extra, because you don't know which characters you're going to be using or for what. And I didn't mean to click him there. I meant to go to him, see if I got enough sheets for this one, because I am actually using him for the current event for points. So we got just enough to get him to a 5-star, which is perfect. Eating away 10 of our gold, which is fine. But the next one after this, once I get him to a 6-star, I'll be able to use the rest of his sheets if I pull him and anything else for Relic and stuff like that. We'll leave these guys just because I don't have enough gold to be doing the rest of these guys. But I will get them evolved at some point, just so I have them done and I don't have to worry about them, even if I'm not going to level them right away. But if you go to the Relic shop and then go to the point shop and then you click on it, I currently have 2 characters that are maxed as 6-star. As you can see, it tells you how many you can actually exchange for. One of these is going to trade for 1 point, and that's basically how you get the points. The higher the star or the character starts at, so let's say if I had a 5-star that was already maxed at 6-star, I think you get more points for those. I don't know how many more points because I haven't got there yet. I do have the JP version of this game. I don't remember offhand how many it actually gives you, but yeah, so that's basically how you get points. And then the points themselves for the Relic shop, there's a few ways to go about it. A lot of people are going for the mirror. I know a ton of people keep telling people to go for the mirror and stuff like that, but it's only honestly up to you. You have 5 levels for the mirror, so the amount you're gonna actually have to save to max this out is gonna be 1,500 for each of those, because you're 1,500, so you would save quite a bit. You either have to summon a lot or just get really lucky and summon one character a ton of times. I don't know, but basically it increases number of actions, very short for level 1. It isn't permanent, so I think after it's used, it's done. I don't know exactly in terms of how it works. I didn't get it on JP either, I don't think. I think I could have, I just didn't. But of course, the higher levels you go, the shorter it gets. So it's very short, short, fairly long, long, and then very long. So I think that's just the duration it lasts. I don't know how long it actually technically, it should actually just say, because using like very long, very short, small, like the terminology they use in this game I'm not too sure about, but yeah, it's just very short, so I don't think it lasts that long. I think it just lasts for maybe the first wave. I don't know exactly how long it lasts for, but a lot of people have been liking it, so I guess it's pretty good. But you can basically, like, if you have enough to like buy 2 mirrors, you can max out, like, actually it's 1,500, it's 2,500 I think, for, yeah, 2,500 to max out a ring. Each of the rings does something different, although they give you a negative effect. I think that's why people don't like them, but the effect is permanent, so attack abilities will trigger more often. Permanent, lower attack, pretty large. That's what I mean. Like, I don't know why they use, like, they should just tell you how much. But it's only 500, so if you're saving up 1,500, you can get this one to 3, which is medium, small, and then basically by the 5th one, it basically takes out the negative effect and it just triggers abilities more often. So you can max these out pretty easily, but a lot of people have been saying the mirror's pretty good. I don't know, I haven't used it, so I don't know. Each one of them does something different, also lowers a different stat, so be wary of which ring you're actually going for. If you're going for this one though, the weakening ability one, which is good on certain characters, I would try to at least wait till I get like enough for like 4, because lowering your speed is not a really good idea, or at least maybe just have enough to max it. And leveling these is going to take quite a bit of material as well. I'm kind of tempted to buy one just to see how much material per. I'm pretty sure there might be something out there for that already though. There's other stuff in here. Maybe if you just don't have enough for this stuff, it's pretty cheap. I don't know how often this refreshes. I don't even remember. I don't know if it stays. I don't know exactly how they're gonna do this, because I didn't really use the Relic shop on JP either, just because I didn't save up that much. Like, saving up that much, you either have to be spending a lot of money or just be playing enough, but the English one hasn't been out in long enough for us to have crazy amounts of points without having to spend a lot. So it's just going to take time for us to build up. So don't expect to use it right away, but that's basically how this works. So you can do it right away if you guys want to empty out the sheets. I can go trade all, but I don't need the points currently, so I'm just leaving them there. And yeah, that's basically it. So either summon a ton, which is going to take a ton of jewels. So spending the phantom sheets, of course, you get on the 3rd and 6th. Those are 5 apiece. And yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. Oh, also characters are, I mean, well, they're used for different formations and stuff like that, but each character has its own use. I think I'll make a video on that. Like if you go to Aster and you go here, you'll see character details, stats, abilities. So you guys should be looking through those. It tells you which abilities work with what and stuff like that. Also formation types and stuff like that. But the last page here is going to be different depending on which character you're looking at. Aster only gives you a 4-star relic. Some characters are really good for getting relics with. Fauna being one of them. Hers is actually really good. Hers gives you, where is she? Hers gives you HP. So her relic actually continuously restores HP. So getting her pretty early on is very beneficial. Although you're gonna have to pay quite a bit for the relic. Currently, I think they're half off. I don't know how long that's gonna last. So they're pretty expensive when they're not on sale. But getting hers right away does definitely help, and then maxing it, of course. But yeah, each of these characters has a different one here. I think it's relics, dungeons, and there's something else. Dungeon formation, that's it. And then basically formation. I was supposed to make a video on a separate video for this, but yeah, so that's how you get other formations, is with them characters and maxing them out. So unless you guys are maxing out characters and actually leveling them, then some of the stuff you're not going to be able to get. It's just the way the game, the way they made it work. So all the characters are important, not because you're going to use them all, but because of stats they give you. The dungeon ones are useful for dungeon, so those characters are going to be good even if you're not going to like maybe you'll just throw them in the team and then just have other characters. But like hers is dungeon, what does it do? Is obtainable in the rare dungeon waterways, find via deployment. Okay, so hers is like opens up something. Some of them give you, I think, more like gem drops. I don't know, stuff like that. I don't know, you just gotta go through all the characters if you want to find out what they actually do. So that's kind of annoying, but it's just the way the game is. So yeah, that's gonna be about it for this one. Hopefully that helps you guys out with the relics, leveling the characters, GP, and stuff like that. If you guys are looking for GP, like I said, you can use the characters themselves. Another easy way is with the keys. For here, I almost went to defend. For the keys here, there's different things, gems. You can get more gold, although opening these, they last for 15 minutes, so make sure you have a ton of stamina or a ton of pots, I guess, if you want to use that. You do also, like, each one of these has different quests. I kind of want to open one to show you guys, but I don't really want to waste a key. They're not that hard to get, but I don't really have stamina to use it on. Basically, if you haven't gone through any of these yet, there is gems inside of these. There's multiple quests in order, like, it just gets harder and harder, of course, as you go up for better rewards. But there is gems in those. I think they give you like 50 per fight, something like that. You got rank experience. Like, it just depends on what you need. So it just it tells you training gate, tells you what you actually need to go in for. Although getting the GP is, I think the formation power was like 6k for the good ones, 6k plus or something like that. Something like that. I don't know. It was pretty expensive though. Well, this team I'm kind of using these two for the event. I actually have a third one. I might have to give it to somebody. But yeah, the overall power is like 6k plus. Probably actually even higher than that. I don't really remember. But yeah, that's gonna be about it for this one. Hopefully that helps you out a little bit more. Maybe I'll make a video on some of the other stuff because there's so much in this game that they don't really tell you. They just kind of make you figure it out yourself, which I guess is nice. And it's not that hard once you get the hang of it though. But just make sure you guys are looking at your characters, because certain characters are going to be good with certain formations, certain relics are going to be good with certain characters, stuff like that. So yeah, that's going to be about it. I'll talk to you guys later.